What's up, you guys? So it's Layla Lynn and I'm back with a new video. I wanted to give you all an update on gospel singer Leandria Johnson. Now, it has been some years since I talked about Leandria Johnson on my channel, but I feel like we can talk about this subject. It's kind of related to what we talked about yesterday with Sanaa Lathan. A lot of women are dealing with issues of alcoholism, and Leandria Johnson happens to be one of them. So we're going to get into her getting arrested for public intoxication in this video. But first, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, I want to invite you to join us on this journey. We're on a journey to 400,000 subscribers on this channel by the end of the year. We got 2 weeks to get 2,000 subscribers and we're headed that way. We're headed that way, and I would love for you to join us as we celebrate 400,000 subscribers at the end of 2024. Greenville News is reporting that an award-winning gospel music singer was arrested Monday in downtown Greenville, North Carolina. According to arrest documents from the Greenville Police Department, Leandria Johnson was arrested about 2:42 p.m. and charged with public intoxication and having an open alcohol container on a public street. And they give the narrative of what actually happened. Like, it started off at a restaurant/bar and it ended in the street. They say police were called to Bricktop's restaurant on North Main Street after reports of Leandria, quote, causing a disturbance, including screaming at other patrons. So imagine being in the restaurant and gospel music singer Leandria Johnson is screaming at you, drunk and screaming at you. According to the report, she left Bricktop and walked west on West Washington Street. Officers found Leandria walking on North Lawrence Street while screaming profanities at a man. Police did not identify who was with her. According to the incident report, Leandria handed a styrofoam cup to the man and attempted to conceal it when an officer approached. So it sounds like maybe she got a takeaway cup from the restaurant and she gave it to the man to try to hide it. Police reported that Leandria smelled of alcohol, swayed while attempting to stand still, had slurred speech, and adding the cup she handed over contained an amber-colored liquid that smelled strongly of an alcoholic beverage. So she was off that dark liquor. They said an amber-colored beverage, which sounds like that dark liquor, in other words. Leandria was a season 3 winner of BET's Sunday Best Gospel Music Competition show and best known for her song Better Days, which currently has 32 million views on YouTube and 9 million streams on Spotify. She paid a $257 bond Tuesday afternoon and was released from the Greenville County Detention Center. Records did not show a court date, so we don't know if she has to go to court. In the past, she did have some legal issues with a DUI. She did have to go to court. She did have to go to jail. But with this situation, we don't know. It doesn't imply that she has to go to court. And so if you're not familiar with Leandria Johnson, let me also give you a background on her. She's never gave perfect. Like, she's never gave that gospel music singer that tries to present a perfect life. She's never gave that. She's always gave talented. Like, I live my life, I have my challenges, but God has blessed me with this talent. That's what she's always given. Her music career took off after her victory on Sunday's Best, where her standout performance won her a recording contract. She released her debut project, The Awakening of Leandria Johnson, in 2011, which was well received in top gospel music charts. Her success continued with the release of several more albums, including The Experience and Bigger Than Me. Her single, Jesus, became particularly popular, contributing to her reputation as a leading voice in gospel music. Leandria's talent has been recognized with several awards, including a Grammy Award for Best Gospel Contemporary Christian Music Performance in 2012, making her the first Sunday's Best winner to achieve this feat. So those are her career highlights, but as far as her lowlights, she's been open about her battles with alcohol, which at times have overshadowed her musical achievements. She's spoken candidly about the way alcohol consumption began to dominate her daily routine, affecting her responsibilities as a mother and her spiritual practices. The depth of her addiction led to severe consequences, including a 30-day jail sentence following a DUI arrest. during which time she was required to wear an ankle bracelet as part of her probation terms. And I believe this is in 2019. She was driving under the influence. And the thing about driving under the influence of alcohol, you might think you driving, but the alcohol is driving. Like the alcohol is driving the car, and just in life, like when you're under the influence of alcohol, like constantly, alcohol is driving your life. Like you are not driving your life, alcohol is driving your life. And it seems like that's what Leandria Johnson is going through, and that's what Sanaa Lathan went through, and she was able to overcome that. It is a disease, and that's why a lot of people have so many challenges dealing with it, because it is a disease. In the present time, like alcohol may make you feel tipsy, but in the long run, like it really dims you. Like it dims your light, and it can affect your body. Like it can really affect your health. And so I wanted to share this story with Leandria Johnson to have a bigger conversation on my channel about alcoholism, specifically among women. Because I feel like whenever I do celebrity news, like this whole channel is based on having like group conversations. Like it's not just to spill the tea and say this person did this person did that. The reason we're all here is because we're having group conversations, and we're talking about celebrities, because that's something like we can all see what's going on in their lives because they're celebrities, but it's to have bigger conversations. So I want to have a bigger conversation on basically how to feel better without using alcohol or drugs, whatever it is that you use to medicate yourself. There are alternatives to that, and I want to have a bigger conversation about that. And also I want to send my prayers out to Leandria Johnson. I feel for her. I really feel for her. Her standing on the street drunk, yelling at some dude. Like I feel for her. I really feel for her. It's not a laughing matter, and I hope the best for her. Y'all leave a comment and share your thoughts about Leandria Johnson getting arrested again, this time for public intoxication. Leave your thoughts and your prayers. And I also wanted to share with y'all my new brand of coffee. It's called Pedal and Pour from Layla Lynn Home. If you go to laylalynhome.com, you'll see my brand of coffee. I have like 7 different flavors. I have a coffee mug. This is my new merch. Instead of spilling tea, you'll be spilling coffee. And the brand is called Pedal and Pour, because it's about just taking a moment for yourself. Just like you might take a moment and smell the flowers, it's like you take a coffee break. Like you take a coffee break, you know, watch one of my videos, just have a moment to yourself and enjoy. Just enjoy yourself with a cup of coffee. So you guys, make sure you check that out.